Fastball, 95 ball right now. Guy has a terrific future.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He will lead this one off today. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Crawford retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number one.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Stepping in now, Denard Span. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. And a curveball taken for strike two.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Williams looks up and a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A solo shot off the bat of Denard Span as the Rays move out on top 1-0. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. One out, nobody on. And he gets a hold of this one again to deep right field. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Here's C.J. Cron now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. That's wide, 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he had. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Pitch swung on and missed the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. The 0-1 pitch, and it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Bullet back up the middle. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Up next for the Rays, Carlos Gomez. And a great chance here for the Rays to add on in just the first inning. 0-1 the count. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for strike.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Tampa Bay leads this one 2-0. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that. A lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
Up next will be Nick Williams, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. Popped into the air, back behind second. Miller is under it as he puts it away for out number one.
Batting third, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Cesar Hernandez. First chance for him here with a runner at first and one gone. From the stretch, a little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. To second for one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play from the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They've practiced plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. First delivery to him on the way. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Phillies strand one. They're down 2-0. Coming to the plate now, Brad Miller. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Chasing after it is Hoskins. Makes the play, one away.
Batting eighth, shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Up next for the Rays, Adeiny Echeverria. First pitch of the at-bat. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Down the first baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, that's a crazy one for a pitcher right there. You're feeling pretty good about yourself, D-Roy. You pump two of them in there. You're heading the count 0-2, and you're thinking, hey, this is pretty easy at bat.
Yeah, you step out of the batter's box 0-2, adjust your batting gloves, and hang on for dear life. But he was able to mix in a knock.
Now a bunt attempt here. There's one. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Hoskins is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Rays strand just the one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. So next to the plate for the Phils, Carlos Santana. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
0-2.
This is popped up. And he'll reach first safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
First offering on its way. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now, if I'm the pitcher, you could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Tapper right back to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Batting 7th, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
At the plate, Jorge Alfaro. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. Gomez sprinting after it and foul. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third. So they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Span is there. Let's see if they test it. And boy, I thought they might have had a shot at scoring him there, but they put up the stop sign with two away now.
Pitcher, Jared Eichhoff.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Jared Eichhoff. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is popped up. In there, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He swings and lines it to left. Span is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. We've played 2 full. The Rays lead it 2-1. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Denard Span, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted into center field. Crawford is under it. One down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Riding in once again, Wilson Ramos. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
Behind 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Williams will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
First baseman number 44, C.J. Cron.
Ready for another chance. C.J. Cron. He reached on a single in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And up next will be Nick Williams.
Leading off for the Phillies. Right.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Williams.
Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia, left fielder, Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
So now Carlos Santana fouled off. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Span is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Rays are out in front 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Duffy hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm, just a 1 mile an hour differential from 94 down to 93 is the top speeds. So one gone in the inning, and that brings up the speedy Carlos Gomez. In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting the showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
And a swing and a miss by Gomez as he's kept off base here, and there are two away now.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Brad Miller will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Rays go in order 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Micah Franco gets set to start out the inning. First offering on its way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone. It's a solo shot here for Micah Franco as the Phillies have come back to tie this one at
2. Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Standing in now, Jorge Alfaro. As he'll get caught reaching on a first pitch slider for strike one. A base hit in his first trip. Here's the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a soft liner. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Not every ball's going to be smoked on the screws. There's a nice soft liner in the center field that lands right before the center fielder.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
In now, Jared Eichhoff, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Heading out towards shallow right. Gomez is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Odubel Herrera. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Softly hit here to the left side. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network. Here's Echeverria now. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out at the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. The big curveball just misses apparently. Ball 2.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Crawford fields it cleanly, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jacob Faria.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jacob Faria, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. No balls and a strike to count. 1 out, nobody on. Boy, right down the middle for strike 2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The 1-2. This is on the ground over the first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Kevin Kiermaier. 0 for 2, he's flown out twice. Too high that time with the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Fouled away. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Popped him up. Franco has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. We've hit the halfway point, tied at 2. Matt Andriese is on his way to the mound now as he'll work in his 8th ball game here this spring. Digging in to try it again, Nick Williams. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. High and deep to right center. Back goes Kiermaier to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting.
So a beautiful running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a solid route, covered quite a bit of ground, 110 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. That's a catch to remember. Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, left fielder, Reed Hoskins.
Digging in once again, Rhys Hoskins. Last time through was a base hit. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad, so hopefully he has another.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another shot now. Denard Span. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Williams looks up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, and that pushes the Rays out on top here 3-2.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. And he puts it on the ground to second. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, B-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Here it comes on 0-2. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Into the box now, Matt Duffy. And there he goes towards second. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in control 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More spring training baseball from Florida following this. Jose De Leon enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Number 87, Jose De Leon.
Here's Carlos Santana now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Leading off for the Phillies, first baseman.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's set and the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Echeverria over to his left. 1 out.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in and looking for more, Jorge Alfaro. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Coming in is Gomez. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Now batting.
Anthony Banda comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup, so if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Comes set with the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Miller is there. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. Still a 3-2 ball game. Back here on MLB Network. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Malik Smith is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Out in front of it, strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's through into left. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. High in the air out to center field. Pereira's there. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Ready for another chance? Adeiny Echeverria. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Smith stands at first with 1 out. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
The pitcher, number 53, Anthony.
Joey Wendell will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners and 1 out in the inning. Fastball in there for a called strike. Ready with the 0-1. Missed with a slider.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Just missed with a breaking ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
The 2-2 pitch. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a 2-run game now.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
No balls and 1 strike. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. The swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-2 once more. Again, he sends it out of play. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Justin Williams is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. High and deep to right center. Ranging back is Herrera at the track, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and the runner will score from second. He pulls into third safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
That's the difference between average and good hitters. Good hitters almost always take advantage of RBI opportunities when they present themselves. He does it here, and the lead is now 4.
Sliders in for a strike. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
2 balls and a strike to count. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
3-2 pitch. Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make 1 bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. 7th inning stretch time here in the Sunshine State. It's the Rays 7 and the Phillies 2. Malik Smith will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Jake Bauer will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Jesus Sucre is also into the ballgame as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Aaron Altair is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Now playing center field.
Hard hit ball to short. Echeverria's there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Justin Williams. Now batting, center fielder, Odubel.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He was a double play victim last time around. And the pitch. Line towards center field. Bauer is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And now a pitch on the way. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 2 out, nobody on. Liner toward right center. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Phillies strand 1. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Willie Optimus is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Willie Optimus.
Drew Hutchison is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his 3rd game so far this spring. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. The 2-2. Bouncer down the line. But that one rolls foul. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this is a foul ball. Boy, that was awfully close. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Williams. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. A good afternoon of spring training baseball thus far as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7. Malik Smith the next to hit. First pitch on its way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The 1-0. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The batter, second baseman, Brad Miller.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brad Miller. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slow bouncer to the right side. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They're on top 7-2. Willie Optimus is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here.
Number 21.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And now the first pitch of the inning is sent in the air out to straightaway center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat. It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Riding in once again, Michael Franco. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Softly hit out to short. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Didn't waste any time like the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Digging in once again, Jorge Alfaro. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Franco is off at first with 2 away. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One left for Philadelphia. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Digging in and looking for more, Adeiny Echeverria. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Here comes the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Hernandez stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Christian Arroyo.
Up next for the Rays, Christian Arroyo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's a circle change just above the letters, and he's behind there 2-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
And the pitch on 2-1. 3-1.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jake Bauer.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jake Bauer. He got called out on strikes his last time through. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2 out, nobody on. Chopped toward the second baseman. Hernandez scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. They're on top 7-2. Ryan Stanek is going to come on now as he's already up to 10 appearances here in the spring. Ready for another shot now. J.P. Crawford. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Scott Kingery will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Kingery.
Bouncer up the middle. Echeverria to his left. He's there. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Odubel Herrera, he comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
Hey, Dan, these guys have put a lot of guys on base, but no one seemed to cross home plate. Are you cognizant of that as a pitcher? Are you aware of the traffic?
No doubt about it. 9 runners stranded so far in this game. It's time somebody comes up with a clutch hit.
Up next will be Nick Williams. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Oh, no, he can't hold on to it.
Wow, sometimes you just have to shake your head on plays like this. Looked like he was there in plenty of time, had a beat on it, but he must have just lost concentration for a split second, and the ball falls. Should have made that play, though.
Standing in, Cesar Hernandez. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Here comes the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. On the run is Smith. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
7-2, the final score this afternoon. The Rays wrote an important sixth inning.